Hello, Saints. Last time we talked about the centrality of the gospel, how everything begins with Jesus. It gives meaning and context to everything. Now I want us to take a look at 2 Corinthians chapter 5 to get how ingrained this is to be in our life. This isn't a side issue. This isn't one of the doctrines that we learn. This is the doctrine that we learn. And from this, everything else stems. In chapter 5 of 2 Corinthians, we're told here that the importance of this doctrine. Paul writes, beginning in verse 16, he says, "From now on, then, we do not know anyone in a purely human way, even if we have known Christ in a purely human way. Yet now we no longer know him in this way. And therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he's a new creature. Old things have passed away, and look, new things have come. Everything is from God, who reconciled us to himself through Christ and gave us the ministry of reconciliation. That is, in Christ, God was reconciling the world to himself, not counting their trespasses against them. And he has committed the message of reconciliation to us. Therefore, we are ambassadors for Christ, certain that God is appealing through us. We plead on Christ's behalf. Be reconciled to God. He made the one who did not know sin to be sin for us, so that we might become the righteousness of God in him. This whole section is about our ministry. We're told to share the gospel. Here, Paul calls it the ministry of reconciliation. We have a ministry of peace that we are bringing to the world. Remember, before we accepted Jesus, we were at war with God. Had joined the side of Satan, and we had picked up weapons to fight him. We had told God, "You're my enemy." And God says, "Because of sin, I'm your enemy." God set about reconciling us back to him instead of treating us the way we deserve. This ministry of reconciliation is not just something that we benefit from when we hear the message, but now we have the privilege to share that with others. This isn't something that's totally in our control. This is the power of God. Romans 1:16. This gospel is what God will use to take back the kingdom, and he's given you and I the privilege to share this with others. As we go out into the world and we live our lives among strangers and family and friends and everything at work, wherever we're at, we have the privilege to share this ministry of reconciliation. And it's not just about giving Bible studies and lessons. It's about sharing the love of Christ with those outside, to let them know that they are not alone, and that God is working to restore all things, and to bring them back into the fold. Go forth, be a blessing to others. Blessings.